BingX, a trusted global crypto exchange. Trade spot, futures, or copy top traders easily. Sign up via the link or referral code to get 30 USDT instantly, plus up to 1,500 USDT in bonuses for verification, deposit, and trading.
Nobel laureate Wole Soyinka, a prominent Nigerian writer and vocal critic of former U.S. President Donald Trump, has reportedly had his American visa revoked. Soyinka himself disclosed this development on Tuesday, asserting his indifference to the decision. The celebrated author, who clinched the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1986, stated at a press conference that he was very content with the revocation of my visa. This latest development follows a history of strained relations between Soyinka and the U.S. administration, particularly following Trump's initial election victory in 2016. At that time, Soyinka, who had previously held permanent residency in the United States, demonstrably destroyed his green card in protest. Speculation surrounding the visa revocation points to Soyinka's recent outspoken remarks, where he drew parallels between Donald Trump and the notorious Ugandan dictator Idi Amin. Soyinka suggested that these comparisons might have been particularly provocative, potentially striking a nerve and influencing the U.S. consulate's decision. Earlier this year, the Nigerian literary giant revealed that officials from the U.S. consulate in Lagos had summoned him for an interview to re-evaluate his visa status, a meeting he stated he would not attend. An official letter from the consulate, purportedly seen by Agence France Presse and addressed to Soyinka, confirms the cancellation of his visa. The letter cites provisions within U.S. State Department regulations that grant consular officers broad discretion to revoke non-immigrant visas at any time. Reading from this correspondence to journalists in Lagos, Nigeria's bustling economic hub, Soyinka humorously characterized it as a rather curious love letter from an embassy. He also conveyed a clear message to any organizations considering inviting him to the United States, advising them not to waste their time. Declaring his current status unequivocally, Soyinka stated, "I have no visa. I am banned." In response to inquiries, the U.S. Embassy in Abuja, the nation's capital, maintained its policy of not commenting on individual visa cases due to confidentiality regulations. The Trump administration has notably employed visa revocations as a significant tactic within its broader immigration enforcement efforts. This approach has, in some instances, impacted individuals like university students who have voiced strong opinions on issues such as Palestinian rights. Soyinka's comparison of Trump to Idi Amin, a figure he described as a man of international stature, a statesman, was intended, in his view, as a statement on Trump's perceived dictatorial tendencies. He elaborated, "He's been behaving like a dictator." The 91-year-old playwright, renowned for his seminal work, Death and the King's Horseman, has strong academic ties to the United States, having taught at and received accolades from prestigious institutions such as Harvard and Cornell universities. His most recent literary contribution, the satirical novel Chronicles from the Land of the Happiest People on Earth, which critiques corruption in Nigeria, was released in 2021. This novel was described by Soyinka as his gift to Nigeria. In February of this year, the Crucible Theatre in Sheffield staged a production of Death and the King's Horseman, while acknowledging the possibility of future U.S. invitations should circumstances change. Soyinka emphasized that he would not proactively seek such opportunities. "I wouldn't take the initiative myself because there's nothing I'm looking for there." Nothing, he stated. His focus, he clarified, extends beyond his personal situation to broader concerns about U.S. immigration policies. Soyinka expressed deep disquiet over the intensified arrests of undocumented immigrants within the United States. He highlighted the distressing scenes of individuals being apprehended from the streets, some disappearing for extended periods, and the disturbing separation of families, including elderly women and children. "This is not about me," Soyinka asserted, underscoring that his concern lies with the human cost of these aggressive measures, which have included the deployment of National Guard troops in U.S. cities and temporary detentions during raids, alongside restrictions on legal avenues for entry.